Shit's so far behind me. You want to hurry the fuck up? How are you the fastest Pokemon in this game and you moving that damn slow? What the fuck? You have like base 1000 speed. What are you doing? You fucking serious, man? Some bullshit. If you don't hurry your This game is trash! This game is fucking trash! Did you see that? Did you fucking see that shit? Oh my god! Did you see that? Did you fucking see that shit? You can't be serious.
I fixed follow Pokemon again. This time, however, I was able to address all of the painfully slow Pokemon that I wasn't able to do in my last follow fix video. Stick around until after the demonstration for a detailed explanation of how the mod works. Enjoy! As you can see, this mod allows slower Pokemon to actually follow and walk alongside the player. It also completely removes the distracting and immersion shattering teleportation, seeing as how the Pokemon no longer falls outside of render distance. The number one obstacle with increasing the speed of the follow Pokemon was locating the block of code where that logic was held. I don't know if you've ever seen Pokemon animation code before, but the vast majority of it is gibberish, and almost impossible to make heads or tails of it. Almost. There are some hints here and there to help guide you if you know what to look for. After about a week of trial and error, I finally figured out where the block of code was that controlled the speed. The next obstacle to overcome was changing it to make the Pokemon faster. It's not as intuitive as you might think initially. I assumed you would change a simple value, low value for slow and high value for fast. Turns out the speed of the Pokemon is organized per frame of the running animation. Not only is the speed influenced per frame, but to complicate matters further, the block of code that dictates movement speed is split up into tiers, typically ranging from A up to D or E. The more tiers, the faster the Pokemon can move, and vice versa. Most slow Pokemon only reach B tier, which prevents them from moving any faster. A good example to demonstrate this is none other than Frosmoth, who is criminally slow. The reason Frosmoth is slow as balls is because his running animation, that consists of 101 frames, is almost entirely composed of all Bs, with a few As in the earlier frames and no Cs at all. That's why Frosmoth, and many other Pokemon just like him, are painfully slow. Why is Frosmoth's running animation full of Bs with no Cs? Well, Game Freak thought it would be super cool if Frosmoth moved really slow in camp for some reason. They then introduced follow Pokemon in Isle of Armor, but instead of adjusting the speed of the Pokemon accordingly to be more appropriate for the mechanic, they either forgot due to incompetence or simply didn't care due to apathy. So they went with the camp speed, even though this rendered hundreds of Pokemon literally unable to reasonably follow the player, which forces them to endlessly teleport towards the player instead. In the beginning, I attempted to speed up the slower Pokemon by painstakingly adjusting the speed manually. By manually, I mean going frame by frame. Some Pokemon, like Frosmoth, have hundreds of frames, so as you can imagine, doing this took a long time. And if I missed a frame or messed up the timing, I would have to start all over again. Not only did this take an obscene amount of time, but the end results varied greatly, sometimes resulting in unexpected and undesirable behavior. Thankfully, after a few days of pulling out my hair, I realized that I could supplant faster Pokemon code over the slower Pokemon. This can only be achieved if the Pokemon share the same number of frames. If even one frame is unaccounted for, the game freaks out and dies. So I opened up a text document, jotted down some Pokemon speeds, and got to work by matching slow Pokemon with the fast ones that were compatible. And the end result turned out really great, and is what you've been seeing throughout this video. I'm very happy and satisfied with the results after all of those many days of trial and error and tedious frame-by-frame adjustments. Saddest part is none of this should have been necessary in the first place, considering the fact that consumers need to invest in additional paid DLC to access this feature. You'd think Game Freak would go in and adjust the Pokemon accordingly so that follow Pokemon worked as intended, for follow Pokemon to actually follow the player. Seems like a pretty fair and reasonable compromise, seeing as how they're asking the player to drop 90 USD to gain access to a feature that doesn't even work properly. It baffles me how they managed to butcher a beloved feature that was fully functional in their latest Pokemon release title pre-Sword and Shield, Pokemon Let's Go. Going from one of the best implementations of the follow mechanic in Let's Go to arguably one of the worst in Sword and Shield is equally impressive as it is dumbfounding. Learning how to manipulate running speeds grants me the ability to fix every single Pokemon in Sword and Shield, with maybe a few exceptions. I could make some more follow fix videos if that's something you guys would be interested in. If so, make sure to share your thoughts down below in the comment section. Also, feel free to recommend a Pokemon you would like to see get fixed to be featured in future videos. I want to thank both my patrons and my YouTube members for the support. I really appreciate it. And with that, I'm off. Thanks for watching, you guys.